Hi, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you doing?
So what do you do for a living?
Well, I actually work in the EMS field. I'm in the process of actually getting my license for EMT. I work with a vent medic, which is critical care, in a CCT ambulance. I see a lot of people in ventilators, a lot of people hooked up to medications. I've learned to work a vent. I've learned to see families in distress. I've learned to love the job. I've learned to see what it is to actually be compassionate, to actually make a family member feel safe that we're taking their child, their family. For my boss to feel safe that we're actually taking somebody with them. My boss actually loves me. He's a bitter white man, but he's
How many years of experience do you have in doing that job?
about 2 years right now. After my mom passed, I decided to start the EMS field because of how the firefighters treated her. I might become a firefighter soon, but we shall see.
What kind of education do you have?
Me? Just EMS right now. High school. I finished high school. I graduated high school. And I finished EMT school in like less than a year. I did ride-alongs. I seen things that I didn't want to see, and here I am today.
What do you love about this job?
What I love about the job is that you can see how Jesus was with his people. And the reason I say that is because you can see what it is to love somebody without getting to know them, to get attached to somebody without getting to them, or getting to know them, or making them feel at least comfortable for two strangers to come pick them up in a hospital room and bring them to, another hospital or something. So, yeah.
How much money would you say someone can earn in that type of job every month?
Oh, my God. If you work almost probably 180 hours, right, Stan? Or more than that. Me, personally, I work almost probably 80 hours, depending on if I want to work. I do 24-hour shifts, 36-hour shifts, 48s. It just depends. It's up to you, whatever your mindset or your strength gives you.
Can you give a number how much you can earn every month?
Well, if you're a medic, probably you'll earn like $5,000 every paycheck, or $4,500, depending if you're EMT. It depends. It just depends how many hours you do. I can't really say a number.
How can someone get in a field like that or get a job like that?
Well, first you got to go to school. You got to do. You either go to City College. You either go to Valencia. You either go to Seminole State. There's many other colleges that do provide EMT and paramedic schooling, but it just depends on you.
What is the hardest part in working in this job?
Hardest part is seeing people die. You never know if someone's gonna die. You never know if it's the last breath you'll take, especially one time with me. I had somebody take the last breath with me, and I've held their hand, and I felt their hand release, and that's the hardest part. You never know.
What is the best advice do you have for anyone out there who's doing that type of job or who want to do that type of job?
The best advice I can give them, best advice is keep a pure heart. Make sure God is in charge of your mind, your soul. When you start your shift, you just gotta be positive, be ready for whatever is gonna come your way. Whether you're on shift, whether you're about to start this, just gotta be prepared. If you're gonna see dead little children, if you're gonna see a dead person, or whatever the case is, just make sure God is always the center of your life before you start something, and make sure that whatever you decide to do, make sure you have a positive mind for it.
What do you wish you knew before starting in this job?
What I wish I knew, that I was gonna see people that I didn't want to see, ventilators, people stuck with something on their throat or their mouths, blood, and smells.
You look very confident. Why are you so confident like that?
Why am I confident? Well, because it's just who I am. I'm a confident person. I like to make sure I have a good head on my shoulders before I move forward with something. So, yeah.
What steps do you take daily to boost your confidence?
What steps? What tips? Man, just love yourself. That's me personally. We were just having this conversation, me and my friend over here. He's over there. You're not going to see him, but we're just having that conversation, is loving yourself first, making sure you're positive in your mindset, making sure that you can make a difference within yourself, and make sure you just believe in yourself. It's always you. And like I said, never forget God in your life. Never forget what He has planned for you.
What is the best life advice do you have for anyone out there who's watching right now?
Life could be worse. Okay, life could be horrible, but here we are, waking up every day with a positive and with a purpose. In other words, so that's what I can give you guys.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it for this interview, okay? Thank you. Have a good night. Thank you.